name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. So guys, what's today started off like? Well, it's not too bad. I'm just plodding along with my day. Around 10:30 I took Max, my lovely chihuahua, out for a walk to get some fresh air. It was very, very close and hot in this flat. It was almost so claustrophobic I couldn't breathe because it feels like someone's got the heating on. I know I haven't, but I could not sleep last night. I was sweating buckets, but maybe that is my age. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 11:38 a.m.
So, basically, before I left my flat, my mum Jennifer gave me a call, and she answered the call late. I wasn't outside. Last night when my mum called me, I was outside walking. Today I was in my flat and I was listening on and off to music on the Alexa, and my mum said to me, she was on the phone for about a minute, if that, like 50 seconds. Janestra, I'm tired. I feel tired today. I'm sorry I've got up late. And then she said, I'll speak to you later on. Bye. And that was that. And obviously Jennifer is my mother, my mum. So I am now at home, right? And going back to when I did have a job in Gloucestershire, because I was a civil servant. I was a bankruptcy clerk, so I dealt with all the people going bankrupt. But I was on the receptionist desk. I used to answer the telephone, and I used to make files up for the new bankruptcy people that had just been made bankrupt. So our office would get a call, so-and-so's been made bankrupt. They would come over, and then I was the one that opened the file and put the name on the side of the file and got all the paperwork ready for the, person high above me to come down and interview the person that had just been made bankrupt. So in Gloucestershire, I was a bankruptcy clerk for about 5 years. And I had to take an intelligence test because I didn't pass enough O-levels or A-levels to become a bankruptcy clerk. But I was given an intelligence test, and the only way that I could get this job was to pass an intelligence test, and I passed an intelligence test. Like all those weird Mensa type questions. If so-and-so is this and so is that, what is that? That type of question. And I actually passed it, which I couldn't believe, but I did. And I started off as an AA, which was an administrative assistant, right? And that's what I remained for 5 years, an AA, administrative assistant for the bankruptcy department. So I was the dog's body. I went over to the post office with the mail in the green and the red mail bag. I ran around the office doing errands, and I opened the files, I answered the phone, I photocopied things, that type of thing. But I did like it, I did enjoy it, it kept me occupied. And I stopped working when I gave birth to my first son. So, a job keeps you occupied, a job helps you to meet people, and a job helps you socialise. It has its disadvantages too, because even in jobs you get bullied and pressurised, and it can be quite stressful. So, I mean, I'm now stuck in a rut, so to speak. I want to meet people, I want to socialise, but I have this medical condition which is very, very disabling, that stops me at times from socialising with people, because I'll be sat down, I'll be perfectly fine, and then something will set this pain off, and I would just have to get up and go home. I mean, I went out a couple of weeks ago, I ventured out by myself, and then I found myself in agonising pain, and I had to find my own way back when I was actually in agony. But I made it, but this is what people don't understand. They'll see you fine and walking around, but you know, it just can come on suddenly. And if you're in a job, and I get there in the morning at 9 o'clock, and then at 9:30 I can suddenly be debilitated, and my hands have gone numb, my legs, my face, and I'm in so much pain. I mean, I'm no use to anybody. So people don't understand. I have to choose when I go out, I have to choose the times. I've even taken Max out for a walk, right? Perfectly fine, perfectly okay, and then just gone out the door of the flats, and it's just happened again. I've been struck down with this horrible thing that I've had for ages now, and I've just learnt to live with it. So I have worked in the past. I've had 4 lovely kids, and I just get a bit pissed off with lack of company, and but not only is it's nothing to do with what somebody looks like. I mean, just now I've got a message from somebody on Facebook dating, you're very pretty, you've got lovely legs. When you're in pain, you just don't care. You could have a hairy beard and a fucking stump for a leg. You just want the pain to go away. You don't care what you look like. And when you're with somebody, it takes your mind off the pain and the agony. You sort of recover better. That's all I'm saying. So my mum said to me that she was very, very tired. Jennifer was. And she'd see me still remain on Sunday. So I went out after my mother's phone call, up the road, or down the road, sorry, walking Max, just minding my own business. I just want to take Max for a walk. For the past few days, money's been tight and it's been difficult. So trying to keep a smile on your face when you've got hardly any money in your pocket, and you know, things are a bit rough and hard. It's hard to keep smiling. So I just walked onto the field, absolutely no one on there at all, which is just the way I like it, so Max can run around in peace. Nobody at all, not one person was on that field about 11:15 this morning, nobody. Came back, and then people started walking dogs onto the field. The dog walker that comes with a dog picture on her black car, she parked down the bottom of the road. She's got a cat and she wears shorts, and she was taking her dogs on the field. A man with a red cap on walked onto the field as I was walking off. After I keep getting these messages, you're very pretty, pretty legs. And then there's nobody there. The whole place is vacant. And I come home past the cleaner with the trolley, who's got a cap on, the male cleaner, a grey one. And I came up the stairs and I'm just having a Diet Coke and an apple crown cake, if that's okay. My 11th. So if I was round my mum's, I'd be sat there probably watching Talking Pictures television, or falling in a bed, or putting a film on Freevee. Here I haven't got Amazon on my telly. I haven't got Amazon Prime. I haven't got a Fire Stick. So I when I'm on my own, I really just listen to music, to be honest. And when I was a little girl, the Smiths got me through depression. The Smiths, Morrissey, and Depeche Mode. I used to really love Depeche Mode. Because I was a person that actually went through the lyrics, and I chose songs to listen to with lyrics that had a relative meaning to me, and made me feel I wasn't the only one who was shy when I was a kid, not the only one that wasn't going through depression, going through violence, going through abuse. So Depeche Mode were quite dark. Morrissey used to be just quite funny, sticking twigs out of his back pocket, this charming man. When it was music that stopped me from jumping off a bridge, to be quite honest with you, music. I really had no special friends as a child or a teenager because my dad was controlling me. I just locked myself in my bedroom and listened to music until he wanted to use me again and again. And that was my life as a child. And now, as I get older, I just want to enjoy the rest of my remaining years, do things I haven't done, meet people I haven't met, and have fun and be happy. I don't want all this crap, to be honest. I can't be doing with it. I don't care who's pretty. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. See you later.